Hey guys, welcome to another installment. Today, let's talk about social media for a minute. So, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I've not done a great job of keeping up with our social media for our church. We launched in, we got moving fast, and now we're in a mode where I'm ready to really start investing some time into our social media, into our marketing, so that we can really be getting the word out about everything that Jesus is doing in our church. So what I want to give to you are things that I want to be doing moving forward. Some ideas that I've had that I think might be really good ones. You guys can steal them if you want to. I'm not beholden to anything. Idea number one. Things I wish I'd said. That's probably going to be a blog or vlog of some sort that I'd like our pastor to start doing. Come Monday or Tuesday in the week after he's preached a sermon on Sunday, we would put together some small blog or a short video of things that he left out of the message from Sunday. Things he didn't have time to get to, things he wished he could have expounded upon, anything like that. It would be a weekly ongoing thing where he could give a fuller picture of what he wanted to talk about on Sunday or for anything that he's missed or anything like that. That does take some time from your pastor. It'll mean him investing a little bit of time either into writing something or producing a small video that then can be pushed out on social media and on the website. There's a lot of people that want a lot of his time. So there's some of these things he can't get to all of the time, but this is something I'd like to do more. It may not be all the time. It may not be something that he's got something to say every time, but I think it'd be a really good piece to put forward. It might be something that you want to present to your pastor when he doesn't get to say everything that he wants to say. Number two, regular Facebook ads. Facebook ads are actually really effective. We just did one for our 1-year anniversary not too long ago. We did a couple. We tried out a couple different versions of the ad, whether it was just a set of images that would rotate, a video, some different things like that. We tried some different things and we found some real success with a vertical video. Sticking the phone up in front, shooting vertical, that's the platform that everybody's used to on social media, like on your phone. And we got some real traction with that. We had a lot of click-throughs through our website. That was really effective in getting the word out about our 1-year anniversary. And we had a lot of people show up because of that. We also have been getting a lot of traction from a mailer that we did, but we'll talk about that another time. This is about online. And I'm not an expert at this. You might want to check out a company called Pro Church Tools. They've got a lot of really great tips on how churches can be using their social media. And this is actually a couple tips that I picked up from them that I was able to put in and implement that we need to do more often. I'll have a link in the description below. You might want to check them out. You want to make sure you target your specific location. Get a good mile radius of where you need to be around your church that people would come to visit. That might change based on the type of location that you're in. If you're in a more populous area, you might want to shrink down the radius of how far out you want to send these ads from your church's location. If you are in a more rural location where people are more spread out, you may need to expand that radius out further to get to a really good number of people who are going to be seeing this ad. Don't go into a whole bunch of demographic stuff. We're churches, so you want to be reaching everybody, regardless of whether you fish or play music or anything like that. I don't know. They've got all kinds of options. Keep it broad. Don't put in a whole bunch of determining factors about demographics. You want to get to a certain kind of broad target audience of people that it's going to be pushing out to, and then just set your ad on how you want it per day. We had ours set up as click-throughs per day, and we would put in so much money per day to go forward that we would pay for the clicks moving forward. We saw a lot of clicks through to our website. Like I said, keep the video vertical. That's what people are seeing on their phones most of the time. That's how they're using it. Me, I want to do the nice fancy videos, 1920 by 1080, 4K, whatever it is, put all the graphics and everything in and make a really polished, edited piece. That's not as effective these days as just a simple video that seems really relatable and is in that vertical profile that people are used to these days. So something else we're wanting to add to this. Number 3, we're going to start doing a weekly song set list. Now, I know a lot of you probably do this. There's really easy ways to put this out. Get yourself word swag. I have Typorama on my phone that lets you just do really cool things with graphics or whatnot. You can pull in images, you can use their stock imagery, and throwing out a set list. We're going to start doing this every week, along with a link to a Spotify playlist that I've set up so the church members can go find these songs and be listening to them. Especially in times when we're doing new songs that we haven't done before, I want to start giving out a way for our church to be invested in these songs prior to coming in. So maybe they've had a little bit of time to learn the song before they come in on Sunday so they can really be prepared to worship with it, even though it's a new song in our room. So something I know a lot of you guys are doing already, but we're going to start regularly every week putting out some song set lists so people can go check them out, what we're going to be worshiping with that week. Number 4, a volunteer spotlight. Now here's why this sort of thing is important. The church is about people. Some of the best, for lack of a better word, marketing that you can do is with your people. And you've got great volunteers in your church. I have fantastic volunteers within my church who have been serving Jesus faithfully with everything that they've been doing. I want to spotlight those people. I want to put them out front and just tell them how much we love them and how much we appreciate them. And I want everyone to know that we've got great people who are ready to meet them at the front doors, worship with them, whatever it might be. But it's putting out a different face than you as the worship leader or creative person or your pastor or whatever it might be. It's getting a different face out on your social media page of someone who is invested in your church and is invested in serving the kingdom. And that can only be a win, right? Now, number 5, I think is a little different than something a lot of people do. I want to do a church spotlight. That means that I want to spotlight another church that we believe in, another church that we've partnered with, another church that we know is spreading the gospel and that people can go and find Jesus at that church. It is abnormal for one church to market for another, and that feels a little bit like what this is, but I feel like it's a win for the church as a whole, that we are partnering together in such a way. And for your church and for our church, it shows that we're not all about us. I believe that there's other great churches out there who are doing fantastic things, and I want other people to know about them. I want to celebrate other churches that are doing fantastic work as well. And so that's something that we're probably going to do maybe once a quarter or something like that, where we spotlight another church that we believe in, that someone could go to and find Jesus at that church. So it's a little different. It's not something that I see most churches doing, but I think it's a great idea that I really want to dive into. Number 6, service Instagram post. This is difficult for my church and for me right now. During service, I want to be posting some stuff to Instagram, images, video of what's going on, all that sort of thing. But I'm trying to find ways that during service, we are active as a community, that we're active on these social media platforms, so that people see that that we are actually doing something at those times, so that we are posting things about that service that's happening right then on our social media in real time. You could be using a different social media platform that you want to do that on, doing more Facebook Live stuff, not just sending your services live like you would from a camera feed and things like that, but really simple phone videos of a moment in worship, whatever it might be. A really good point that your pastor is making that you can put out on social media right then in that moment, I think would be really good. Going through that list again, number 1, things I wish I'd said, which is a pastor blog or vlog, regular Facebook ads where we're investing in pushing out about our church, the weekly song set list, the volunteer spotlight, the church spotlight, Instagram post during services, so more social media active in that moment. So those are some ideas that I'm having that I can see if we can build into on our social media platforms over the next little bit. I hope that's helpful. If you have ideas, I'd love to hear about them. Comment below. Check out the comments. If people are posting really good ideas, the church should be working together, right? So just because it's somebody else's idea doesn't mean it's not a really good one that we should all be using. So that's all I got today. Subscribe, like, please share these posts, and I'll see you next time.